Hello and welcome to Africa Live. My name is Willie Moyo. Today on Africa Live, we are looking at President Emerson Mnangagwa's announcement that Britain, alongside the United States, have also chipped in with their assistance for the relief as far as Cyclone Idai is concerned. Today in the studio, I have Dr. Miriam Moringami. She is the diplomatic and international trade minister to discuss the impact, perhaps the diplomatic impact of Cyclone Idai. Dr. Miriam, thank you for coming to Africa Live.
Thank you for having me.
Now, looking at the assistance that has been coming from all over the world, maybe specifically talking of countries in the African region, what do you make of such donations in light of the magnitude of this disaster?
Firstly, we are actually very grateful to the support that is coming from all over the world, globally. We cannot think of a country, especially in Africa, that has not come to the assistance of the three countries that have been affected, that is Mozambique, Malawi, and Zimbabwe. So we are actually grateful for the support that we have received so far.
Now, specifically the countries that have actually come in, which countries are we looking at?
We're looking at all our neighboring countries. We're looking at South Africa, the SADC region as a whole. We're looking at West Africa. We're looking at the whole of Africa. We've been receiving donations in all forms. So we are so grateful for those donations.
Now, let's zero in on Britain and America. Now, these two superpowers, maybe so to speak, have been very unfriendly or hostile to Zimbabwe, but they are coming on board. What would you make of that?
That is so true that they've been hostile, but when a nation is affected by such a disaster, we become one as a globe. This is about humanity. We put aside our beliefs, we put aside our politics, we put aside the sanctions, we look at affected lives. That's why even America, even Britain, they had to come on board, because this is about saving lives.
Okay, so looking at that mere gesture of sending in donations, maybe even as well as huge sums of money for aid relief, would you think this can grow up perhaps to a level whereby we will see an end to this sanctions regime?
Sure, it shows that we are all humans after all. We all have a good heart, every one of us. So when such things happen, I'm sure it affects everyone. I'm sure when they were looking at those pictures, they had to act, they had to do something, because it's a very, very sad situation. So that's why I said we put aside our differences and look at what needs to be done. So I believe one day those sanctions will eventually go away and we can have good relations with those two countries.
Dr. Miriam Moringami, she is the diplomatic and international trade minister, joining us here at Africa Live, discussing the impact of Cyclone Idai, perhaps the diplomatic impact of such a devastating disaster. Stay tuned here on Africa Live, and until that time, goodbye.